Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to part 6 of my rally builds for GT Sport series. So far we've had a right mixed bag of results. The Nissan Skyline, the R34 there, is definitely well out in front of anything else, and I don't see anything beating that in a hurry. The Ford F-150 Raptor from last week was a real surprise actually, coming in with a 124.479, and the Lancia Delta there as well, being hugely underpowered compared to everything else on the list, but it still managed to do a 124.937, coming out just behind the Focus Group B rally car. So that brings us to this week, and as you can see, the selection this time round is the AMG A45 from Mercedes-Benz. Even when fully tuned, this one doesn't put out a huge amount of power. However, it has got four-wheel drive, just like all the other cars on the list, and it's actually pretty agile, so I'm pretty hopeful for this, and we'll have to see what happens. As with all these rally build videos, there are some rules that I have to follow. I'm only allowed to have 3 lap attempts at the Sardegna Windmills racecourse. I haven't at any point taken this car all the way around this course, so what you'll actually see will be my first attempt at this. The traction control has been set to 1, just like it has on all the other builds as well, but you'll see that when I go through the settings with you shortly. And as you saw earlier, the time I've got to beat is actually the Ford Focus Group B rally car. That one came in at 124.689, so that's the magic time we're looking for. If you haven't seen any of the other rally videos that I've done, please make sure you go back and check them out. The Skyline, the R34 Skyline is an absolute must. That car is a beast. I'll take you over to the settings now, and I'll explain a little bit further what I've done with this car. So for the A45, obviously for this build you're going to be looking to have it set to the dirt setting there, and with the power ratio you're going to need to level that all the way up there to level 3 and take it all the way to the top, which is 139%, which will leave you at 493 brake horsepower. Weight reduction wise, I've just taken it down to level 2 there and dropped it down to 90%. The traction control for this is set to 1. As with all these builds, it's only because I've done that with all of them and I'm trying to keep it as fair as possible when coming to test it, but you may want to choose to turn that off. It'll probably work a little bit better with that set to 0. Dirt tyres obviously, front and rear. The brake balance remains the same at 0. Now with the ride height, I've taken that all the way up to 165, both front and rear. The natural frequency I've adjusted there to 1.48 on the front, 1.45 on the rear. Anti-roll bars, you've got 5 on the front, 8 to the rear, just to help that rear end slide round a bit. I did find this car likes to understeer considerably, to be honest with you, so that was the best way I could sort of combat that. The compression there is set to 61 on the front and 61 on the rear. The rebound is 91 front and 91 rear. The camber angle is set to 1 on the front, 1.5 on the back, and your towing angle there is 0.15. Out on the front and in 0.6 on the rear. Downforce you can't adjust, unfortunately. The drivetrain there I've just left exactly as it was, so you're looking at 10, 25, 10, and that's both front and rear again. And with the transmission, I have taken the fully customised there, and all I've done is take that down all the way to the bottom to 155. Again, that works really well for this particular course, but you may find if you're playing with some of the other ones you might want to raise that up a little bit, but that should be everything you need to get out there and enjoy the car. What I'll do now is I'll show you the 3-lap attempt that I did with the AMG A45. Make sure you stay till the end to see what time it actually achieves, and hopefully it will come out on top of the leaderboard. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I've got new content coming out every single week, and it's great to see new faces joining all the time. Give the video a like, it makes a huge difference and means that it's seen by a lot more people. And use the comment section down below to let me know if there's any other videos you'd like to see me do, if there's any other games you'd like me to cover, or if there's a specific setup on GT Sport you'd like to see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.